We have seen numerous projects recently made by 3D artists from the Blender community, and they are all truly impressive. So in today's video, we're gonna go over some of them really quickly, and I'm sure you will be inspired to make your own. So without further ado, let's jump right in. But before we start, if you are interested in learning more about 3D modeling and animation, I recommend you try Skillshare, which is a learning platform that has thousands of classes about Blender, Maya, Max, Cinema 4D, Houdini, After Effects, and much more. For example, if you want to learn modeling and texturing in a simple and fast manner, then you should check out this class by Remington from Southern Shady 3D, who is a well-known Blender creator and motion designer. The training offers 2 great classes in both modeling and texturing in Blender. His classes consist of a mix of tools and tips to guide self-learning and experimentation. You will learn a lot of useful stuff, especially if you are a beginner, because it's gonna be a good foundation for topology, character creation, as well as shading and UV mapping. But the best part is, every month you will get access to thousands of classes for the price of just a few dollars. So the first 1,000 people to click the link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare Premium membership. Right off the bat, we're gonna start with this impressive project that was made by the artist Daniel Zorbit, who is a small YouTuber that does some great YouTube tutorials. Daniels took the Blender community by storm when he posted this cool animation trailer that has more than 800,000 views as of the making of this video. This trailer is called Fisherman, and it has a unique style that I haven't seen in years. It is kind of similar to what we have seen in the 80s and 90s anime, but with way better quality and graphics, at least when using 3D. It gives Akira vibes because it has similar animation and color style, and the world building looks very much like the one we have seen in Ginga Songoku Ganyodin Rei, whatever that means. The story behind the animation is very mysterious and has a dark vibe behind it. We can't see many details about the story, and this was the intention of the artist all the way, cause he didn't want to reveal a lot of details about his project. What I really like about the animation, besides the art style, is the color choice where everything matches together, which gave this cool bloody vibe to it. And I also like the character design, which suits this kind of story and narrative. The only thing that might seem a little bit off-putting is the character animation, which doesn't have as good quality as the rest of the project, at least from what I can see. And this is probably due to the artist not being a character animator. However, this is just a trailer, and I'm pretty sure that when the final project and series is out, the animation will be much better and probably is gonna be amazing. And I personally can't wait till the series becomes a reality, hopefully. Another impressive project is from the YouTuber Reality X Lite, who does a lot of YouTube tutorials for Blender. The reason why I like this project, like many others, is just because it is fun and it has a good and interesting story, which goes by the title, What Actually Happens When You Follow Blender Guru's Donut Tutorial. What's funny about it is, these green screen suit guys started getting annoyed by beginners repeating the same donut tutorial each time, and they were arguing with each other, which was kind of funny. But other than that, the video wasn't just funny, it was of very high quality, especially in the VFX part, because live action shots were mixed with the 3D interface, which makes you start to really wonder if these guys are real. I'm just kidding, of course they are real. The interesting thing is that the artist added a black and cozy theme to the video, but still maintained the happy and wholesome vibes. Overall, this is one of the best Blender projects I have seen recently. It is refreshing and has a good story that highlighted one of the iconic things about Blender. But most importantly, this guy did this in a brilliant way. Moving on, we have this cool teaser of a game that revolves around 2 characters. The hero of the story, who is called Lirio, has been brought to another side of the world after a dimensional anomaly happens because of an experiment accident. The hero then needs to bring back all the energy crystals, open a portal, and go back to his world. The story alone makes the game look promising, but the teaser made the game look even more exciting and interesting. And what's cool about this is that the developer himself made it completely with Blender. The animation is interesting because it had this kind of stylized look to it, and the character design is also really beautiful and cool. especially the main character, which looked original and cute. The animation was also great, and it barely had any flaws, especially from the first look. I highly recommend you guys check this teaser, and I personally can't wait till the game comes out. The next project we're gonna see today is a short VFX film called Detritus. It was made by YouTuber Ian Luthor, who shares some cool VFX projects on his YouTube channel, such as the siren head in the back rooms, and he also does some cool quick YouTube tutorials on VFX with Blender. The short film used a combination of live action footage with some visual effects added to it, such as dust, blood, and other stuff. There wasn't too much 3D animation in the project. Rather, just one shot cause the artist wanted to focus more on enhancing his live action shots rather than creating a full CG animation project. The project took in its entirety 6 months to finish, and everything was done in Blender from making the visual effects to the final video editing, which is interesting. A lot of 3D artists / YouTubers have been killing it lately with these Blender projects, and one of them is called Zorbit, who does some cool 3D animations. Recently he started a new series for his new character called Zorbit, which is the stylized blue creature. He published 1 episode so far, but most importantly, it is well made, especially when it comes to the animation. The story in the video is funny, and it is about something we all relate to, which is dealing with the annoying flying bugs when working. The entire series is made using Blender, including video editing and compositing, which is really cool. Next up we have this cool fan animation from an episode of the Smallville series. The story was kept short and simple, and didn't have any depth to it. But what is interesting is the art style, since it had this kind of superhero comic look drawn to it. But it is animated. What's even more impressive is that the animation and main character's designs were done entirely using the grease pencil, which by the way, we rarely see it used in animation projects. Of course, this project isn't perfect, but I'm just saying. To be honest, I found the animation to be funny, a little bit. On a side note, the rest of the environment and the 3D characters were created using Blender 3D tools. Me personally, I found the first few seconds the most impressive, until the character started moving. Now, everyone knows the game Genshin Impact. Not everyone, but you know what I mean. It has gotten so much popular lately, and a lot of teenagers and young people are playing it and enjoying the game. It is known for having some of the best looking world building, visuals, weapons, and character design. And one of these characters is called Raiden, who is arguably the most powerful and the best looking character in the whole game. Anyways, our goal is not to talk about the game nor the character, but rather we're gonna see this amazing looking animation that was made by this crazy YouTuber called JLaxRosa, who is known for his cool looking transformation animations that are inspired from the anime and video game worlds. And he does his projects almost entirely with Blender. He made a realistic animation of Raiden where he combined many techniques. He used cosplay, green screen footage, added some VFX stuff, a lot of VFX, sprinkled some JLax magic, and boom. He got this amazing and cool looking animation of Raiden. Everything about the project was fantastic, from the modeling to animation to environment building and VFX. On a side note, the video he made to showcase the making of process is also funny and interesting, and I recommend you take a look at it. I hope you guys found these projects inspiring, and probably they are gonna help you to make your own, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel because it is free. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.